Hi, I'm BB. I'm 35 years old. My parents had me late in the late 30s. And now, in their late 60s and early 70s, they are very pro-Republican and pro-Trump. My dad has voted for Trump in the last 3 elections. And he's so happy about it. He brags about it. He doesn't know that I was the one last year in 2024 who bought and sent and shipped random Trump fan merchandise to his address. He'll never know because he doesn't use TikTok. And he never figured it out. He never mentioned it either. But I sent him he got a redneck style MAGA hat. He got a wall poster of Trump missing an ear when he was shot at. And with a funny quote underneath it. I can't remember it now. It was more like a meme as a poster. And, socks that had Trump's comb over as, like, extra fabric on both sides of the socks. And then t-shirts. I bought 2 t-shirts. One in my mom's size, one in my dad's size. And they weren't mock shirts. They were shirts they could literally just wear and piss people off. But they still had, like, some weird-ass quote that made no sense if he looked at it from an outside view. And he would have been like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to wear that. But unfortunately, he doesn't think that way, so he probably did wear it at some point. But he never understood. You know, at some point, I was like, I'm going to buy one of those cardboard cutouts, have that shipped to my dad, but I never got around to it. Oh well. I don't want to, and I won't, and I'm done buying merchandise for my dad because he hasn't mentioned it. He's too much of a fan of Trump. He's also one of those people who thinks one day he'll meet Trumpy. And Trumpy will be impressed by my dad. So impressed that Trumpy will want to be friends with my dad. What? Yeah. And the great thing my dad has always said is the first reason to vote for Trumpy. He's pro-small business. He loves small businesses. Huh? I don't think Trumpy has had a small business since the late 70s or maybe the very early 80s. He's been a multi-conglomerate millionaire billionaire since the 70s. That's not a small business. That's a monopoly. He's been a monopoly conglomerate crazy man since the 70s and 80s. That's not a small business. A small business is when you have one location and maybe 3 people on staff. Okay, maybe even up to 20 people on staff. But, no. Gary, no. Trump is never going to meet you, and he'll never know that you exist. To all the Republicans out there watching this, if you are, Trump will never meet you, and he doesn't know that you exist. And he doesn't know that you voted for him. And for all he knows, you are an immigrant, and you need to be deported, and you have a disability, and you don't deserve SSDI, and you don't deserve SNAP, and you don't deserve WIC, and you don't deserve subsidized housing? I don't know. I'm for all of that. I am. But I'm just saying, like, my parents worship their worst possible false idol. Screw them. I'll never be them. Never.